They finally get the opportunity to settle the score in the ring. This is it. The unbeaten David Benavidez taking on Caleb Plant. Guys, if you can face the cameras for us, just take a look, take a turn towards the cameras for us. That's it. That's good. Take a turn towards the cameras. Benavidez versus Plant. Showtime pay-per-view Saturday night. The best versus the best. Folks, we'll see you Saturday night on Showtime pay-per-view from the MGM Grand Garden Arena here in Las Vegas.
Well, you can say that, you know, when nobody's touching him, nobody's in the middle, you know, he's like this, you know, but when somebody gets in the middle and now they're holding him back, he's like, yeah, you bitch, you this and that, you know. So, you know, why don't you do that when nobody's in the middle, you know?
What does he say exactly out there, Jose?
Motherfucker, I don't even know, I don't even listen to this guy.
David, what were you and Caleb saying during your face-off?
Told him he was a pussy and I was going to knock him out. That's what I told him. Felt really good, man. I'm just excited. It's more for the crowd and for the people and everybody watching on social media and on TV. I'm happy we're able to get this face-off in, and I'm just very excited.
Did you sense the same things as you did in the first press conference from him?
What?
Did you sense the same things that you
Yeah, he's a pussy. Yeah, that's the same thing I sense right now.
What are you willing to risk for this fight? It's one of the biggest fights in your career. What are you willing to risk?
I'm obviously willing to risk it all. You know, this is one of the biggest fights that could be made in all of boxing. This number one versus number two to move forward and fight for undisputed. But regardless of what, you know, it would be moving forward to face, this fight is still one of the biggest fights. So I'm excited to be here, excited to be a part. I worked extremely hard this camp, just like I have in all my camps. You know, you don't start working hard once the big moment gets here. You got to stay working hard to get to the big moment and to, you know, succeed when you get to the big moment.
Caleb,
what was
you
being
see.
set up there between you two? What was being set up there between you and David in that face-off?
We're just talking about how much we like each other.
That kind of language.
Yeah.
But I heard him. I think he was saying, "I'm gonna send you to the hospital." I know it's like you call it rah-rah, but
Yeah.
what does that? You keep it in your back pocket?
That sounds good. You know, he's supposed to say that. You know, someone saying in your face about to whoop that ass, what else are you supposed to tell him? You know, he's saying the things that sound good. And, but hey, Saturday night, we're going to figure it out.
Will that cost him though, because you're the thinking man's fighter, and he's operating on emotion?
We'll see Saturday night.
Yeah, I mean, his eyes are like, you know, very glassy and all that stuff. You know, I feel like he's scared, man. I mean, I could go on, you know, I could say all the things that I think that I see in him, but it's just time to fight already, bro. I'm pumped, bro. I'm excited. I can't wait to get in there. I can't hear that first bell. Can't wait to hear that first bell, and it's just time to go. I think, I mean, as you get older, you gain power. I mean, everybody's saying that Caleb Plant has gained this more power. I was already a power puncher when I was 20 years old, coming up. I'm 26 now. Nobody's mentioning me or my power. You know, but I gained even more power for this training camp, and I mean, all this is experience I've been through. I'm just very excited. You know, I worked very hard for this fight. This is the moment in time I knew I was going to get to, and I prepared extremely well for this time, and I'm just ready.
You've seen his physique. You know, it's the first time a lot of people, you know, the fans have seen a different physique in David. You know, what are your thoughts overall? And, you know, just physique?
I mean, that's good for him. You know, he finally got to his big moment, and now he's going to, you know, now he's doing it right. So that's good for him.
Caleb, obviously this type of camp for you isn't something familiar, but this is your second camp with Coach Birdman Edwards. Just want your thoughts and your takeaways from, you know, getting a second camp and being able to make some tweaks to the tools in the toolbox.
I can't stand him. I can't stand you, man. No, we had a great camp. You know, just echoing off the camp before that. You know, the first camp together was with Darrell. You guys seen a new and improved Caleb Plant. He echoes a lot of things that my dad's been telling me for a long time and want me to do. And, you know, Birdman is basically like, you know, a taller, darker, more handsome version of my dad. So, you know, we've been working real hard in the gym. We took a little time off after the fight, and we got right back to work. So, you know, you're going to see a better and more improved Caleb Plant. just stacking camps back to back. You know, it's been a while since I've been able to have camps back to back. It was the Canelo fight 11 months before that. It was the Truax fight 11 months before that. It was the Vincent fight. So, you know, to get a camp back to back, you know, that's when you're really gonna see the best come out of somebody.
I mean, I've never fought with emotion like that. I've always been the type of guy that let the knockout come. I always do my job. I feel like you have to follow the game plan. You have to do everything to let the knockout come on its own, and that's exactly what we're doing in this fight. I mean, why would I change anything up I do on the biggest fight of my life? So I'm just gonna follow the game plan. I'm very confident in everything I could do. You know, cutting the ring off, throwing combinations, jabbing, finding my way in his line of fire. So I'm very excited, man. Like
clearly, this fight is very personal to you. Do you feel like a lot of fans and critics want to know? Are you going to go into this too emotional and to a point where it backfires?
I just answered that right now. No, I just said that I have to follow the game plan, and I've never fought with emotion. I always let the knockout come to me, and I'm not going to change anything this fight. I mean, I'm just remembering my training, and we have to be very sharp this fight, you know, because...
That game plan, you saying that breaking jaws, that included on that game plan?
I mean, you see my opponent's face every time I fight him. You know, I mean, how do they look every time I fight? I mean, they feel the power. I've stopped everybody I've been in the ring with, I hurt, you know, and I know I've only been 2 people I haven't stopped, and that was 6 years ago. You know what I mean? So now I'm an even more dangerous fighter. So, and yes, my plan is to break his fucking jaw. That's what I'm gonna do.
You see this being, you know, the most action-packed, like a war that you have to win, or do you slow the pace down? You don't let it be that kind of fight.
Well, you know, with Jose Uzcategui, yeah, I got off to a real fast start. In other fights, I get off to a real fast start, and you know, then there's times that I've slowed it down. So I'll know when the bell rings and I get in front of him. You know, whatever way he wants to go, you know, I'm gonna be prepared. I'm gonna be ready.
Okay, you know, between Senior and David, you know, by winning the fight, which one's more satisfying? Seeing, you know, the humbling David or his father?
I think you put both of them together, and you know that'll be the sweetest of it all.
Okay, let's talk about the beginning of your speech up there that you were reading off the slide.
Oh, you know, just it's my big moment, my big speech. You know, I want to make sure I didn't leave anything out, and so that's all.
There's a lot of things we could do that I haven't really had to show because nobody's really made me work for anything. The thing about our fights that they don't see, Caleb Plant has to be perfect defensively and offensively, and he only has 13 knockouts. Supposedly me, I do everything wrong, but everybody I get in the ring with, I knock out or I stop. And now that we got a great game plan with Caleb Plant, I mean, I'm gonna definitely show everything because I'm gonna have to show everything. Counter punching, you know, there's gonna be some boxing in there. You know, there's a head movement. There's all this stuff we worked on. We worked on a lot of different shit this fight, so I just can't wait to showcase it on Saturday.
You know, even in like, you know, the Jose Uzcategui fight, the 4th round, I caught a headbutt and you know, it caused a bad cut. They always like to spin it, you know, like it would come from a punch or something like that. But you know, those type of things happen in boxing. But you know, you got to be resilient. You got to bite down, and you know, if you want it bad enough, you got to go get it. And you know, I've dealt with those type of moments in some of my fights, but against high-level fighters. And you know, that experience I get to carry with me into this fight.
I think after this fight, first of all, we got to take care of what we got to do. But I think now is the best time to make this fight happen. I'm just like I'm saying, we're taking it one step at a time. Caleb Plant is first, and then we'll see what happens after.
Animosity that you feel, are you going to put that aside when the bell rings? I mean, because it could be a danger if you allow that to fester inside of you. Just take care of business.
Well, you know, with all that's been said and all that's going on, I know how to use that, and I know how to channel that to my advantage. And again, this isn't my first big fight, and you know, I know how to handle myself. I'm a professional, and I've been doing this a really long time, since I was a little kid. And I'm not just some sparring champ where I've won against, you know, former and current world champions in sparring like David. You know, I'm a Golden Glove national champion. I'm an Olympic trialist. I'm an Olympic alternate. You know, I have international experience. So I've been doing this for a long time at a high level, and so I know what to do.
Definitely, I am going to enjoy everything I do every time I hurt Caleb Plant. And like I said, the reason you see that, and you know, I take it a little slow because we got to do everything. We got to follow a game plan. We got to do it step by step. I don't try to just rush everything and try to get him on in one round. I break them down. and you know what I mean. We're going to continue to do that. I've had you know, a lot of support from a lot of different fighters. Mike Tyson, Julio Cesar Chavez, Juan Juan Manuel Marquez, a lot of other different athletes too. And like I said, I'm just grateful for everybody who hits me up and supports me. I support everybody that supports me, and I'm just very happy for everything. This is a really big event, and I'm just happy with the way everything has turned out. And now it's time to go out there and have some fun.
I wanted to ask, we saw the pictures, you're rocking the Watas Saturday night, hooked up with Shoe Surgeon for that one, and then we've seen, obviously you purchased the URL of David Benavidez and exclusive merch line and things like that, action figures. Why is it important for you to be able to express this side of you, for your fans and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of fighters, they have just like the thin athletic type t-shirts, and so I wanted to do the revenge tour and make it more of a quality, street brand or, streetwear, something you could wear out. And, then with the action figure, again, it's just like the same old t-shirts. And so just bringing something new for fans to be able to get involved in and, be a part of, their favorite fighter or one of their favorite fighters' things just beside the different merch. And, just trying to do some new things in boxing that, I don't want to just keep following the leader. I want to set a new trend. And if other fighters want to follow behind that, I'm not going to act like they're copying me. That's why I'm doing it. I want to push the boxing culture forward into something even more cool. And so.
Why specifically the Saturday night? I heard a story, but I just wanted.
No story. Just after the Freddy's, after the last fight, just trying to match the exclusiveness of it, and obviously that's the super rare, that's a holy grail, and again, just trying to bring that side of me, that's a way I express myself as well, and just bringing new things to boxing. So
no Travis Scott in the future?
We'll see.
Lowrider versus Lambo. Why didn't you do that?
Man, that doesn't even compare. Say what?
What you think about Benavidez inside work? I think you'll have a lot of success on the inside instead of.
Yeah, I mean, again, we got a good game plan, and when the bell rings, the rest of y'all get to see it.
Okay.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you.
Caleb, is your best punch the left hook? You feel like, because they say don't
No.
work with the hooker, but that's your best punch too.
No, that's not my best punch. That's
What
not my
is
best punch. You'll see soon. Yep.
My favorite group was Máximo Grado. I've been listening to him since 2013, so I'm just excited to have them come out with me. And like I said, the reason I had them come out with me is because I remember coming here. I seen Pacquiao when I was like, how old was I? I was like 14, 15. Then I said, once I get to this chance and this opportunity, I'm gonna come out with Máximo Grado, and I gotta keep that promise to that little kid. Man, like I said, it's been a dream come true, bro. Everybody that's had something to do with this fight, I'm very grateful for everything.
David, with the animosity going into this,
How bad you want to hit him?
Oh, really bad. I'm just, like I said, bro, I can't even say nothing no more. I'm just very happy you guys keep seeing me smiling and stuff, because it's time to do what I love to do. The Mexican Monster, 26-0, 23 knockouts. On Saturday is going to be 27-0 with 24 knockouts.
David, how would you encapsulate this whole process, getting to this point and this journey up to this point?
It's been 10 years in the making. When we turned pro at 16, there's a lot of ups and downs, but all the downs led me to here. You know what I mean? I worked extremely hard. I've always stayed motivated. I've always stayed working hard, and I knew, one day I was going to get this opportunity, and they didn't give it to me. I went out there and took it. You know what I mean? So I'm just very happy with the way everything's turned out.
Last question, guys. Last question.
Because I work hard, man, and I wasn't even supposed to be here. Everybody clowned on me when I was 13 years old that I'm fat, that I'm this and that. So I've always had the chip on my shoulder. I've always wanted to prove people wrong, and this is exactly what we're doing.